My life is about to go crazy. Okay, you guys, I have been flatlined for over 2 years. Flatlined. Being silent, crying. It's been hell. I'm done. The book is written and it's like it's out of my mind. There's no thought about anything anymore except for I did my work. I came here and I did what I had to do, and now I'm sprung. So I was shown the where. Shashi said, you got to meet me in this town as I was leaving town one day. I met her there and I'm like, why did I not know this existed? Well, because it wasn't time yet. So now that I know it exists, Friday, I'm there. I'm moving there Friday. This is how my life works. I have been flatlined for over 2 years, and now I get to move into fast forward. And when this happens, it's like when I left the Oregon coast, nobody was buying my house. This house lowered in price. I lost the contract. Everything was stopped because I had to do Maui. I had to get to Maui before the fires. I was there on the 6th of August. I was there for the fires. I had to be there. The moment I got home, my house sold, Mount Shasta came through, boom, I was here. And then I was in lockdown to write a lot of books, get a couple published. But now, and the bridge is through, I understand all that. And now I get to go step out and I'm going to start my speaking tour, speaking about how someone goes from a normal operating human as I was sick, I had issues, to someone who turned the other way and pivoted and said, this feels good. And I went all the way. And so it comes to you. You don't think about how much money you need. You don't think about that. You just press send. Today, I didn't know where I was moving at all. I knew the where, but not the where of the where. Until today, I'm sitting in my recliner. The fire is getting going. That's the morning chore. And there's something there that came through from an angle it hadn't came through before. And I was like, seeing the outdoor space, I reserved it. Non-refundable, clicked reserve. Like, thank you. I don't have to think. Believe me, a lot of places came at me that were cool. And I want to explain this. When I went a couple of times through this town to check it out, I was driving through and it was like the things that I saw, like, oh my God, I hope they respond because I'd love to see that place. And then that goes zoom out the window just as fast as it comes in because I don't attach to a thought. If I attached that is the place I want, that would stop my forward progress. One tiny thought, guys, such as that's the one I want, that puts me, ego, human, thinking I know better than higher self in place. Higher self knows the way to go. That's the only way I go, the only direction I would ever go. Because I did it. I started 9 years ago and I surrendered. I said, you drive this bus. And immediately it said, go that way. Never again would I ever think, well, let me think, because what you're telling me to do, it just doesn't sound like as much fun as that party. No, I was all in because when you leave the human story and you do the things that people tell you have to do because it's your role, then you die and then they still manage to go on. You just leave and you go do it. When you just do it, and then you allow the next thing to show up. Poof. It's magical. Yes, I had 2 years of isolation and absolute hell. But when you read the bridge, you're going to learn things and you're going to understand why you never want to be stuck in your skin bag the way you are. You want to move on. So I need to share a story. I was doing a meme about it, but then it came back around that I need to share it here as well. I saw aliens with big heads looking down on Earth and saying, we made their brains so small and compact, they should be so much smarter. But they seem to want to live their life not through heart, spirit, guidance, gut. It's below the gut where these humans survive. They live through their abdomen, their lower chakra, their sexual organs, the things that make you feel like I need him because of this. I don't do that. I connected to self and I can have any sex I wanted. If I wanted a human near me, we have the power. So I want to explain. People who know me, I'm sure they question this. Everybody I've met along the way since I left Puyallup says, wow, this is so wild. My ex and I were best friends. We could have so much fun together. When he told me on our anniversary a long time ago that Okay, he learned that I have this special thing, that things happen. I was basically told that part of you doesn't get to come out here, okay? This is our relationship, so that part of you needs to be put in a box. So obviously that part won. Here I am, thank God. But somebody like this, he had me as his woman. He had me as a light in his life. All he needed, the only thing that mattered, no matter how connected we were and how much fun we had, and the fact that we had a child that I thought enjoyed us being in the same space, the only thing that mattered in this person's life was a new place to put his man wing. That was it. I didn't matter. Me as part of the friends and everybody, it was like, but you won't have sex with me. Well, no, you won't let me be me. So this is what you do. And this came through yesterday. Where is it? I had to tear my house apart, but I found it. It was something I got up in the middle of the night. I had to write down with a Sharpie on a piece of paper, and it's right there. So here's what you do. So I was in his life. Everybody in our group enjoyed me. What you have to do with somebody like this man, he's a lot like his father. It's like they're at the top of the pedestal and everybody in the cluster must praise the top of the pedestal because that's where the stream runs from. That's where all the good stuff comes. So as long as the person at the top of the food chain for everybody in the cluster is happy, everything flows smoothly. So me being in a house with this man while he was now having sex with a woman up north while we were still in the same house, it was really weird. It was icky. But his friends, what did his friends think? Were they okay with this? And were their wives okay with it? I mean, clearly they had to think, she's right there. But people like that, they don't come from that space. So what he is, and what was so evident was, I left then, he's doing her, and now they're together. I think she moved into the castle. And for now, then he'll have another one. He is happy because he gets to use his man wing. The human doesn't matter. The human and love doesn't exist in the world he grew up in. Ask his mom, ask his dad. So the only thing that matters is the man wing is being used. That's it. So I go, and every person I met after this, like, he didn't want you. It's like, oh yeah, no. He had to have Mr. Winky out. So what he is, because he is on top of this hierarchy and he's managing everything and paying these bills and got everything going for everybody, if he's not happy, the world cracks and everybody just falls apart. Here it is. At any cost. At any cost. Protect the fragile figure. I had a child, and these words were the words that helped me unplug from any concept of having an offspring. It doesn't matter. She wasn't supposed to be in my life. That's what we think, but it's not true. She said to me before she dropped me off at the airport, but Mom, she makes him happy. Your mother was in the house with him. We had a blast. Do you see what I'm saying? So the aliens looking down on him. It's like you had this woman who was elevated. She was elevating when you met her. He felt my energy. He felt my vibration, but he's so locked in a world without love that is just function and what utility does somebody serve? That's all he knows. And so me going away was nothing to him. And I don't think it was anything to my kid. The kid I had who at 18, it would have ripped her apart. But the kid now with the fragile figure, oh, keep him. Keep that fragile. Keep that Christmas tree ornament tucked way up high so the cats can't get a hold of it. He only lives through his lower chakras. Those are the only needs he wants met. That's the world you live in, guys. I'm doing great. I don't want or need them. I could even be in the same city with them. I have evolved light years beyond anyone that I once knew. And that's why I've been alone. I am so stoked for my new life. I'm going to surrender into what happens next. Booyah!